to consider the higher contemplations themes we'll be examining today. And as you did in part 2 of this module, you'll need to return in meditation to your personal inner sanctuary. In preparation to put yourself into an elevated frame of mind, please sit in your chosen meditation spot and relax your body as we taught you to do in Module 1. Then, once you're feeling peaceful and relaxed, please take that walk in imagination that leads away from the everyday world and down the grassy meadow to the door of the inner sanctuary you created in Module 2. Go in, sit down in one of your comfortable armchairs in the main room and relax further, letting go of any tensions or worries for a couple of minutes. When I rejoin you, you're going to once again flick that switch in imagination that temporarily changes the surroundings in your sanctuary to allow you to focus on today's contemplations from within an atmosphere of spiritual power, from within a setting that is appropriate, conducive to this purpose. Ready? Then, as you did in part 2 of this module, use your imagination now to temporarily rearrange the interior of your sanctuary's main room. From the comfort of your armchair, call upon the limitless power of your imagination to wish away all the furnishings in your main room with the exception of the chair you are sitting in, so that as a result of that wish, all the usual fixtures and fittings instantly disappear, leaving you, your chair, and the floor, ceiling, and walls of your now empty room. Now instantly see yourself surrounded by and seated at the center of the wondrous, intricate divine mechanism that is the universe. Projected within the formerly empty space of the main room of your sanctuary, you can now see twinkling silver stars, planets in all sizes and colors, racing comets, slowly spiraling galaxies and fiery suns, all set against the infinite vastness of space. Expand your senses. Tune into this setting, not just with your vision, but with your other sensory capabilities too. Listen to the music of the spheres, the song of the universe. Feel the energy and power of the unfolding creation you are witnessing all around you, with you sitting right at its very heart in your armchair, surrounded on all sides and above and below you by the awesome spectacle of physical creation. Let's spend a couple of minutes fine-tuning this expansion of your senses, quietly and joyously raising your senses and your spirit above the mundane challenges of the earthly life. And for this short time, I'd like you to become aware of a blending of your consciousness with this outpouring and celebration of divine creative energy. Then, when I rejoin you, we'll reach out with those elevated senses to explore today's advanced spiritual contemplations. Now we're ready to turn our whole attention to focus clearly and completely on today's spiritual contemplations. As you continue to relax, I'd like you to consider the concept of reincarnation. Many religions and many cultures embrace this concept, and I myself have distinct memories of past lives lived on Earth. However, it is widely believed that reincarnation is an endless cycle, that we're born here, we live and die here, and then we return again and again and again. Here's a progression of spiritual logic to consider. If free will exists everywhere and in all living things, which it does, how can that free will, that freedom to choose, not also apply to the concept of reincarnation? Logically, stating it does not is a contradiction of the universal divine law that has given us free will in all situations. And the inevitable conclusion to this line of thinking is that if we're not forced to come back here, we must actually choose to return to Earth, time after time. Now, why should we choose to do this? What could possibly pull us back to an earthly life, time and again? Perhaps for many, an ignorance of spiritual knowledge, of there being something more than a physical existence, is one of the causes, with many souls never investigating or entertaining the possibility of life after death during their lifetime here. Perhaps it's unfinished business, in that many souls choose to come back through a desire to have another go at the failed business, or this time to get that failed relationship right. Perhaps it's love of materiality. As Joseph explains, we don't have to come back here if we don't wish to. Consider these themes for a couple of minutes. Now it's time to gently let go of today's contemplations. You can revisit them in this elevated meditative setting, investigate them from the heart mind until you reach your own conclusions about them. Your heart will reveal the truth of what is being suggested to you. Now, still within your inner sanctuary's main room, gently turn your attention back to the splendor of the universe all around you. Then, with a single thought, let go of that vision and replace it with the familiar interior decor of your inner sanctuary, so that the room instantly reverts to its usual state. Get up from your armchair, go through the door, closing it behind you, and walk peacefully back from your sanctuary up the grassy meadow to the point at which you set off into this meditation. Now, slowly and in your own time, return yourself to everyday consciousness, remembering to take the time to carefully close and seal your chakras as you do so. The contemplations I've just taken you through are yours to accept or to reject. It's entirely up to you. Examine them over time via your heart mind to see if they ring true with you, if they are in harmony with your spirit, and if they are, allow them to expand and refine your spiritual understanding and apply them to your life perspective. I do hope you'll join me in part 5 of this module for Perspectives, the next of Joseph's special meditations exercises, which will take you on a highly entertaining and mentally liberating journey. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to this channel and hit the bell to be notified of the remaining parts in Module 6 and to access earlier modules. And please also consider subscribing to our other channels, which feature many more videos and spiritual perspectives from the Joseph Communications, the Band of Light, and myself. Links can be found at the end of this video and also at the bottom of the channel page.